Hello guys, this is Doronsmovies, and today I will be bringing you 10 World of Warcraft lore facts part 3. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. The Shado-Pan Order was founded 10,000 years ago, just before the Sundering by Emperor Shao-Kahn. The Emperor knew that the dark energy of the Sha was a great threat if left untouched and allowed to grow under the land. After Shao-Kahn bested his demons, the first of the Shado-Pan gave his oath. Ever since then, the same words have been spoken by every initiate that passed the trial of Red Blossoms. Originally, this order consisted of 100 elite warriors, and they were all tasked with a sacred duty of controlling and restraining the Sha. When most of the Orc clans drank the blood of Manrot, their appearance changed drastically. However, the Frostwolf clan refused to participate, and for this they were exiled. Durotan led his clan through the Dark Portal and settled in the Alterac Mountains. Even though they never drank the blood, their appearance did actually change and their skin turned green. The reason for this was the exposure to fell magic, and in a way it is similar to the Blood Elves having their eyes changed due to being constantly around fell energies. This is also why Thrall has green skin, even though he was a baby and was never actually corrupted. Long ago, a group of Murlocs reached the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. Due to the magic of the pools around them, they turned into a race that we know today as the Jinyu. Their minds expanded and their bodies grew, resembling a humanoid much more than their previous form. Some among them, called Water Speakers, learned how to commune with the spirits of rivers and listen to the future. The Jinyu also turned out to be one of the great ancient cultures of Pandaria, and at one point they have even formed an empire. The Wildkin are powerful creatures thought to be created by the moon goddess Elune. Night Elves claim that they were created to guard sacred places all across Kalimdor, and that the first Wildkin were created to serve as guardians of Cenarius. They resemble a cross between a bear and an owl, which gives them wisdom but also strength and ferocity. Wildkin are generally wise and good-tempered. However, when provoked, they fight like ferocious beasts, destroying everything in their sight. Due to their connection to the nature, druids are capable of shape-shifting into a moonkin, one of the Wildkin breeds. This gives them a power combination of nature and Elune. The Aqir were an ancient insectoid race created by the old gods. Their civilization, called Aqir, was built in the southern deserts of the old megacontinent of Kalimdor. For many years they have battled the Troll empires, and around 16,000 years ago the Trolls managed to finally break their numbers. The Aqir were shattered and then split into 3 different groups. Nerubians went north and overthrew the Tolver Titan creations, creating Azjol-Nerub. Another group went south and created a new empire called Ankiraj, becoming known as the Kiraji. The last group went to the current land of Pandaria and evolved into the Mantid. All of these groups look a lot different due to the evolution process that took place, but they all share the same descent. Sir Thomas Thompson was once a Knight of the Silver Hand and an experienced paladin. When the Scourge invasion began, desperate to keep his family safe, Thomas ordered his wife to flee to Kalimdor together with Jaina. In the meantime, he was to stay in the Eastern Kingdoms and fight the Scourge. One day he was led into a town of refugees and was convinced that they were turning into undead just like they did in Stratholme. He did what he thought was right and purged the entire place. However, accidentally he killed his own family that never actually managed to flee to Kalimdor due to a storm that took place. Thomas was broken, and this, combined with his kingdom falling apart, had driven him completely insane. After going on a killing spree and murdering his Scarlet companions, he was stopped and beheaded. The leader, Satan Detrohan, possessed by the Dreadlord Balnazar, used his own blood and fell energy and raised Thomas's corpse, creating the Headless Horseman. Ever since then, with the coming of the Hallow's End, the Headless Horseman haunts the world of Azeroth. The Twin Blades of Azzinoth are a pair of weapons wielded by Illidan Stormrage. 10,000 years ago, during the War of the Ancients, Illidan defeated a Doomguard commander by the name of Azzinoth and acquired his weapon. Ever since then, he has put himself through rigorous training and has become exceedingly efficient with the Warglaives. The Twin Blades are weapons that are extremely hard to use, let alone use effectively, but once mastered, they can outmatch almost any weapon out there. Illidan proved this by defeating countless foes, including the leader of Outland, Pit Lord Magteridon. Approximately 16,000 years ago, a group of dark trolls split apart from the Troll Empire. Whilst traveling, they eventually reached the Cosmic Well of Eternity, which over time turned them into a different form. They now became known as the Kalderae, or in the common language, the Night Elves, wielding their newfound powers. The trolls tried to stop their expansion, but the Night Elves had little trouble demolishing their powerful empires, a feat that not even the Aqir could accomplish. Ever since then, the trolls have had a long-lasting hatred for the Night Elven people. Hellfire Citadel is the headquarters of the Fell Orcs of Outland, however, it wasn't always this way. When the creation of the Horde began, a fortress of Blackhand the warship was built, known as the Citadel. The purpose of it was to be a base of operations for military forces of the Horde at the time, and the raid on Shatterak and the destruction of the Draenei was mainly organized from this exact place. Also, when the Dark Portal opened, the Horde gathered here and marched up the path of glory into the world of Azeroth. After the destruction of Draenor, it was abandoned until Karget Bladefist and the Fell Orcs took possession of it. It was used as the prison for Magteridon the Pit Lord, and this is the place where his blood was taken in order to create more Fell Orcs. Since then, the zone was completely changed and the Citadel took on a new name, the Hellfire Citadel. When the Scourge invaded Quel'Thalas, Sylvanas, as a ranger general, fought valiantly, but in the end was killed by Artis, who then raised her as a banshee. Once she recovered her body and her free will, Sylvanas' only goal was to stop Artis. In Wrath of the Lich King, when we finally defeated him, her goal was fulfilled and she felt emptiness. Looking to end her existence, Sylvanas jumped from the frozen throne, ending her life. Unluckily for her, she realized that there is no happy ending for a Forsaken and that an eternal torment awaits her. However, the Valkyr that once served the Lich King offered their service and resurrected her to her previous form. Ever since then, Sylvanas has been trying to stay alive, but during Cataclysm she was actually betrayed by the raised Gilnean Godfrey and then killed for the third time. A portion of the Valkyrs sacrificed themselves to bring her back to life, so even though most people think Sylvanas only died once, she actually died 2 times as a Forsaken and 1 time as a High Elf, making a total of 3 deaths. Alright, and that's all I have for this video. Now do leave your suggestions for future videos, and also don't forget to like and subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel already, as it really helps out and keeps all the videos going. And thanks a lot for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and see you next time.